Okay, wait a minute. Okay.
Okay, we're going to make pasteles. This is a dish that traditionally we make in Puerto Rico for the holidays. We eat it all year round, but it's basically and mainly our main dish in the holidays, like turkey is on Thanksgiving. And pasteles, it's a form you might call of a wrap, but it's a different things, okay? And the ingredients that go into that mixture is called masa de pasteles, and it consists of green plantains. They have to be green bananas. These are the bananas that when they get ripe you eat them as fruit. And yautía blanca, which is, some countries call it malanga, but it's yautía, white yautía, and that is part of the mixture. And this is the meat we use, which is pork. I know it's fattening. Pork shoulder. I know it's fattening, but it's delicious to the soul. It's very good, and this has a process. These are the ingredients. After this, we will go out and cut the plantain leaves, banana leaves. I am fortunate that I planted a tree about 10 years ago, and I always get them from there. But they also sell them frozen at any Spanish store carries them. Okay? Until there, you shall see the rest. I told you. And I will cut them. And this is to give it that special taste. It's a special taste that it gives it. That from the plantain. This is where the bananas grow. We don't have bananas, but these are the leaves that I use. This is it, and you'll see the process when I go through them. These are the leaves. These are hojas para envolver pasteles. Leaves to put on the pasteles, the meat on it. You will see the next step. You can turn it off now.
Say goodbye.
Now, we take the leaves that we cut, and we're going to cut them into small pieces. Small pieces, we will cut them. Try not to pull on them because they will break, and you don't want that. You want a piece like this, more or less. We will cut all these into this kind of pieces. Why? And they're hard. They're very hard now. Now, what we do is we make them soft. How we make them soft? We put them on the stove to warm them up. Okay? And I know this is the old way, but this is the good way. They sell all this stuff frozen, but it's like when you eat something and it tastes stale. It just has not the same flavor. And we put them on the stove for a little bit, and you see them as they start getting a different color. Turn them, and you see how they start getting soft, how the flat they are, and you just do that until you see that they're soft. You put them on the side, and you do the other one. Once you do this, you put them in the sink. Then you're gonna wash them. You're gonna wash them out. You're gonna take everything. See, that is the process of this leaf. We will do this until every one of these is done. That is the first step. It's a lot of work, but it's a family affair. See you later. Entonces yo voy a hablar. ¿Ya? Okay. Empieza. Okay. Now this is the third step. We're going to get ready to peel all the stuff that I showed you, the bananas, the green plantains, and the yautía. And we put them in, we wash them. And this is the way, this is, like I said, this is a family affair. This is my husband, Santiago.
Alright.
And he's going to do all the peeling, you know, taking the skin off. And this is the way we do it. He's good. That's why, because he does it with his nail. I can't do it like that. I use a knife. But he does it with his fingertips, which that's why I let him do it. But that's just the process. And okay, once he's done with that, you will see we're going to go to the next step. Okay, that's how it looks. Now he gives it to me, and we're gonna use the grater. A grater, sorry, the grater. And no, most of the time people now use the machines, but the machines, I don't like the texture too much. I tried it, and I prefer doing that. And this is what we do. It's a little work, but I find out that the mixture comes much different than on the machine. Yes, they have machines, and yes, if you have a business, it's good to use a machine. But this is just for family. This would give me about 5, 6, 7 dozens, and that's for the family. But when people have business, they use that. And this is how it looks. See, that's how it looks. And now he'll give me, enseña, dame un plátano.
Huh?
Un plátano. He's giving me another banana. Un plátano.
Y del next pastel, el plátano y después la
It's still grating. And these we used to have before made of aluminum or something, and they would cut your fingers off. These here, they come from Colombia, because they didn't sell them here before. But my friend bought them from Colombia. I'm quite sure they're here now. But they're good because they do not hurt your fingers. Thanks to my friend Nasli. This is the green plantain. As you see, is bigger than the banana. And this will do the same. And you will do this through all that all the stuff that I sent you before. And this is now he's peeling. This gets peeled, which is the yautía blanca, the white yautía or white malanga. In different parts, like I said before, they call it malanga. But to us Puerto Ricans, malanga is another root. Because this is a root. The malanga is a root. It comes from the earth. Not on a tree. That's my husband Santiago. He took the day off to rest, and guess what? He's helping to make pasteles.
No rest. No rest.
No rest. But he'll enjoy eating them. You will see them, and you will see how he's going to enjoy them. Right, Santiago?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, well, we also eat them on Thanksgiving also. We eat them all year round. Okay. But the holidays, this is it. And this is a little hard because with the same thing we do.
Es babosa.
It's very slippery. It's very slippery. But you will see all this mixed together, and this bowl is going to be full. And you see it, you will see how it gets mixed together. It's hard, it's a little hard, and right now my arm is not the best. It's hurting me, but you know what?
Get a lot of fun.
It's good. It's good. It's a good feeling when you're doing this, because this is family tradition. And I would like this to go. This is my mother's recipe, and I'm quite sure it was her grandmother's. And my daughters, go down to my grandchildren. Hopefully they will keep on doing them from generation to generation. We won't lose it, and we won't lose the tradition, and they won't buy the frozen stuff. Okay, I'll see you on the next step. Okay. Yeah?
Yeah, that's recording.
Okay, now this is how the mixture looks. All the 3 ingredients that we showed you before in step 1 are all in here. Now we're going to mix it together. So you have to clean your hands and just go around it. And you mix everything until it becomes one color. As I'm mixing, you will see. We keep on mixing. Don't do it on electric beater. It's not going to work. Okay? Has to be hand. I know you would like it to be easier, but you might say, oh well, this is too much work. But when you're eating it, trust me, you will say, wow, these things taste good. People don't know how hard it is. And they sell these, not right now, a dozen of these are like $25. When I remember when I learned how to make them, back in many years ago, my mother used to tell them like $3 a dozen, $4. But that was many, many years ago. Things were cheaper. There wasn't that much money. And people enjoyed them. My mother was a very, very good cook. Maybe that's why I have to take after her. My daughters cook good. I can say that. But they don't like to make this, or they haven't gotten it together. Maybe they'll get it after this.
Yeah, we'll look on YouTube.
And what you're going to do now, see how it's getting into one color? It's more, see? The plantains are on the bottom. So I got to bring them up. It has to be thoroughly, thoroughly mixed. Takes a bit. You get your arm exercise. Instead of lifting weights, this is what you will do. Right now my arm is getting my exercise for my arthritis that I need. Okay, once you do that, you keep on. And because we're not going to work right now, you take a little seasoning, which is called adobo. It has pepper and salt. And I put a little bit on it. I have to be careful because I wouldn't want to make it salty. So,
Like a tablespoon?
I would say that's a tablespoon. And now, to make this soft, because this is still hard, we add milk. To this mixture, I'm going to add about half a gallon of milk. Regular milk. Slowly. And you keep on mixing. Now it's easier because now you got liquid going through it. And this is the first step of mixing the mixture that I told you before, because then we need more. You need seasoning from the meat, the gravy from the meat, but that's in the next step that you'll see. And you keep mixing, and you see how it's taking a different, see, now it's getting softer. Now it's easier to mix. I add more milk. Keep on mixing. See the difference now? See? Because plantains are very hard. So this makes it soft. With the bananas and the white yautía or the white malanga, that's what gives it that special taste. And some people mix it with potatoes and pumpkin or squash. That's not how I learned how to make them. And that's cheaper, yes, cheaper than the white yautía, but I don't like the texture and I don't like the taste. It's how I learned how to make them. And that's it, you know. These are different taste, and you see the blend is different. It's starting to get softened, and I'll see you on the next step.
That's all.
A little bit of salt, but we gotta be careful because this has salt.
No.
So we put just just for a little bit of seasoning, and it won't go bad, you know, while you leave it in the fridge, because in the fridge, and you keep on and that's how it'll start looking. Now after, in the next step, you will see the color where we use the gravy from the meat. Okay, so I'll see you in the next.